So this is the evening of day 8. Monitoring the growth of these catfish. These 2 red-tailed catfish. So I turned off the filter. Let's see how big they are today. See if we can notice a difference. Whew, this water feels really cold. I don't know why. It's still 77, 78. And these guys are still clinging to the filter. Take a look at that. How crazy is that? They like get up under that filter. I see one of them down there. Wow. Where is the other one? All right. Seriously? I just have a hard time figuring out where these catfish are. Alright, so that's crazy. I see one catfish. It's not by the heater. Oh my goodness. Oh no! He got inside the nylon. How did he do that? Oh my goodness. That's pretty wild. Alright, so I must have a hole. I don't know if you can see him, but he's like right there. So I actually ran this filter without the nylon, and the filter sucked up one of the catfish, and it got through the little slots in the filter and went inside in the sponge in the filter. So it's always something with these guys. So now I'll have to take that filter apart and get them out of there. Alright, so I'm going to try to leave the nylon netting off of here. So last time one of my fish got sucked up in here when I just bought it. It was like a week ago and it got sucked up. I'm thinking 8 days later now that they might be big enough to where they're not going to get sucked up through there. Hopefully. I know they grow pretty fast. So what I'm going to do is just do a little maintenance here. Clean up a little bit. Seems like it's really clean today. Like maybe they've been eating everything. Like not as much waste. Yeah, almost hardly nothing. Like they cleaned up all the bloodworms. All right, so we got some frozen bloodworms that are thawing out. That are completely thawing out. Since we got some technical difficulties today again. Alright, so I'm going to give these guys some more bloodworms. Just frozen bloodworms. I'm thinking here pretty soon they're going to need more than just 1 cube twice a day. These guys should eat. They've been eating pretty much every single time in the evening. Seems like the best time for them to eat. Of course, these catfish are nocturnal, so seems like that makes sense. That's why this is the best time for them to eat. Alright, so we still have 2 catfish. We got one over there in the corner. One hiding behind the drain down here. The drain, I actually plugged it with a plug, so there's nowhere they can get out. Looks like he's eating a few down there. Guys, looks like he's coming around. Still really can't tell them apart, one from the other. It's funny, it takes them a minute to get in the feeding mode. And I don't know if you noticed on this water, but there seems to be like a kind of an oily film, which is kind of weird. I don't know if I can set up some kind of a surface skimmer to skim that off. But I know I've set up new tanks in the past, and it seems like you get that sometimes on a new tank where you get kind of the oily surface. All right, so there you have it. It got sucked up in the filter underneath the netting. Oh, this filter is kind of crazy. All right, so I'm going to continue tomorrow on day 9 for the official day 9. All right, today is day 9, monitoring the growth of my red-tailed catfish. I should have 2 of them in there, hopefully. And I have my little cheat sheet here. This is day 9. So it's been 9 days since I bought these guys. And when I bought them, they're about 2 weeks old. That's what they thought at the pet store. So coming up on about 3.5 weeks on these guys. And take a look at this. This is kind of interesting. I have one of them right on top of the filter. And kind of the weird thing is I bought this pond filter right when, as a matter of fact, before I bought the catfish, I bought the pond filter. And then as soon as I put the fish in here, I put the pond filter in, and the fish were so small. One of them got stuck in the slots on the top of that, and it actually went inside of the filter underneath the grating on the top. So I put like a nylon net all around it. And then yesterday we had one get stuck in the nylon net. So I took the nylon net off thinking that after 9 days of growth, they'd be big enough so they wouldn't get stuck inside of that filter. And I was thinking about it all night. I was thinking, man, maybe I should have left that nylon on to make sure they didn't get stuck. But this guy, it's pretty funny. He's right on top of the filter. How weird is that? He's like right by the handle. That's kind of crazy. You can get a good idea of how big he is right there. If he'll come out. There he goes. Let's see where my other one is. Hopefully he's not sucked up here. There he goes. All right, so they didn't get sucked up by the filter. I have 2 of them there still. Oh, I was so worried about them. All night I was thinking about it. I was thinking, oh, I should have left that nylon, kind of a nylon mesh all around the filter. So first thing I've been doing every day is just trying to clean up their mess here with a net, just to kind of keep it a little bit more clean. Seems like that filter doesn't really get the stuff from the bottom that well. It seems like a lot of stuff settles to the bottom, which is, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. They're not quite as messy as they were before. I think I had a lot of extra food floating around, and now I'm not really getting that extra food. Seems like they're cleaning it up really good. And I'm feeding a cube of frozen bloodworms twice a day. So that should fill up the belly of a little red-tailed catfish, I would think. All right, let me move my light a little bit here so you can kind of see. I need some, it's hard to get good lighting on this because of the glare. If I had too many overhead lights, I would think that you wouldn't be able to see them at all because of all the glare. So what I do is I just kind of tease this apart by hand. And for some reason, they like to hang out right down here by the drain plug. So this is a 350-gallon hot tub. It's actually a 400-gallon hot tub. And I fill it up with about 350 gallons of water. Let's get a little more light on these guys here and see if they eat. So they've been eating mainly at night, like really late in the evening. And I put food out in the daytime, and it seems like they really haven't been eating that much in the daytime. Of course, I come back at night and all the food's gone, so I think they get to it eventually. Now they're starting to eat. I think they're getting used to their schedule. It's like a early, kind of a late morning, and then really super late at night is the 2 times I've been feeding them. They've been doing really good. It's funny, when I feed them, they kind of think about eating. It's like it takes them a while to get in the mood before they really start eating. Maybe because I pulled them out of the filter and it kind of shakes them up a little bit. But these guys grow super fast. I'm thinking here in another month or 2, yeah, there'll be no way they can hide around that filter. There'll be nothing they can really hide under. And they'll be too big to hide under that little thing too. It's funny they like to hide so much. Those are the Orca twins. I'm calling them the Orca twins because I was going to buy one and name it Orca, and then I ended up with 2 of them. So they don't really have individual names, I guess. They just have their Orca twin names. That's kind of weird. They don't really eat as good in the morning as they do late at night. There you go. I still have them. They're still eating. Still doing good. Haven't got sucked up by the filter. I was really worried about them getting sucked up again in this filter. All right, so that is day 9. So I'll give you another update tomorrow. We'll just keep watching these guys every single day. And they grow super fast. I'd say even in the 9 days that I've had them, I'd say they've probably increased in size maybe 50% already. But, you know, 50% of an inch is only like, you know, half an inch. So they grew a lot, but it's not really that noticeable because they're still really small. But I'll keep you updated. These guys are going to grow like a rocket. In no time at all, we'll have huge fish swimming around in here. All right, so thanks for watching. Hey, if you want to subscribe and hit that notification bell, you can stay tuned for all the additional videos that I'll put out every single day. And we can watch these guys grow up every single day together, which would be pretty neat. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.